Trauma. When we deal with trauma in our lives, we often have to think of the pain that we endured. We often have to think of feelings of unworthiness, total control that we think we should have had. When we are faced with trauma in our lives, we are shattered. Our past becomes so heavy that it impacts our future. Our past is so painful that we tend to think that there's no life left for us. Trauma can make you or break you. Today I would like to speak about trauma. Trauma and your body, trauma and the brain, trauma impacting your life. When we think of trauma, we tend to internalize. We think that there is something that we could have done to prevent the trauma. We have feelings of guilt. We have feelings of failure. We have feelings of depression. We think we are not good enough. We think we are ruined for life, but we're not. Our trauma can become our future, but not in a negative way. If we can get to a point where we can understand that we can learn from our trauma and we can use our trauma to influence our daily lives, we are one step closer to walking in victory. Our circumstances does not define us. What happened to us in the past does not say who we are today. It does not say who you will be in the future. Yes, we were traumatized. Yes, we have nightmares. Yes, we have physical scars. We have pain. But we are still children of God. We are still loved by the Most High, the one who gives us strength every single day to wake up and make something of that day. We can impact the lives of others by breaking through our own pain and talking about it. We can be a testimony to others if we can take the baggage we have and we can speak about it, and we can help others to become as strong as we are. Our trauma is not designed to break us. Yes, our past is difficult. Yes, we went through pain. We were shattered, but we're no longer shattered. To deal with your trauma, you really need to sit by the feet of Jesus. You need to sit and impact. You have to unpack each and every part of your heart that is so much hurt. You have to dig so deep so that you can come clean, so that you can become free. When you take that leap of faith and you take your trauma and you deal with it bit by bit by bit, you will realize that you become free. If we do not deal with our trauma, it leads to suicide, through depression. It leads to unworthiness because we think we should have done better, we think we should have stopped it. It leads to survivor's guilt, where you question, why are you alive when someone else did not make it? Our trauma was never meant to break us. The fact that we survived was a miracle. The fact that we can stand here today and say, we've overcome the most awful thing that has ever happened to us, that makes us victorious, that makes us overcomers. We need to sit by the feet of Jesus. We need to cry about our past. We need to unload and unpack our baggage. We need to find peace within ourselves.